Thank you, Sava sir,
Thank you,
for
Snehal.
relaunching my book
Okay.
previously. And I still remember it was 7th of February, it
Yeah.
was a Sunday last year, when my book Whispers From Saraighat was published by Bhargav and Jagdish. And it was Sava sir only who cut the ribbon. And today also he cancelled an important meeting to be here to bless me.
Nice.
And I'm very happy for that and I'm elated. Everyone present here should know that it was not my idea to launch the anniversary edition. It was completely Bhargav's idea. One day he called me from office and to say his new store and his office, Wissenmonk office in Pan Bazaar. And he told me that it's about to get 1 year, so let's reprint the book with a new cover and some edit points. And I was immediately on board with his idea. But I was also a bit nervous because of the COVID situation and the changing dynamics. And also the kite festival was not ready to be happening this time. But we went about, and I'm thankful to my mentors, Saba sir, Tina, Madhu sir, Simanto Goswami sir. They helped me a lot through the process in selection of poems and writing the foreword. And Bhargav, of course, who spent the late night hours doing the required changes for the book. He has changed the cover and the back cover, and I'm very happy how it came out. So I won't take much time speaking. I'll just go to a poem and I'll read it. I read somewhere that poems are not often written by or created by the poets, but they flow through his words. They are ideas which flow through his words. One poem which I have written is I Am Here. It is like that only. I was thinking about academics and work, and suddenly this poem came out, and it's a different kind of poem. This is a palindrome poem. It can be read backwards.
Yeah, yes.
I am here. I am here, like everyone else, confined within these walls. My mind, who can't be changed, it's somewhere far, relaxing in the white sands of Bondi, drinking colored water, worrying less, wondering more. Tomorrow is my submission date. I can't afford to delay. Trouble bringing my mind back, the realities of life, the pitiable routine, the hectic monotony, but alas, I am here. Now I'll read it backwards also. I am here, but alas, the hectic monotony, the pitiable routine, the realities of life, trouble bringing my mind back. I can't afford to delay. Tomorrow is my submission date. Wandering more, worrying less, drinking colored water, somewhere in the white sands of Bondi, is somewhere far, who can't be changed, my mind. Confined within these walls, like everyone else, I am here.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Difficult to write a poem.
Do you see that creativity?
Absolutely.
Do you see that creativity? The same way, and you can read from the beginning and then again from the
Absolutely.
enemy.
Lovely.
Lovely.
Thank you, everyone. Another poem which is very close to me is The Storm. I wrote it during the first COVID wave of 2020, and I thought that in the future this poem will not make any sense. I thought that this COVID is a temporary thing, it will go, and this poem will not make any sense. But here we are in 2022, and this poem is still relatable. The Storm. The world was fine. Everyone swore they were okay. Actually, I have to point out one thing, that before COVID, if you ask someone, how are you? No matter what difficulties they are facing, they would say, I am fine. Okay, thank you, I am fine. Everyone is fine. But post-COVID, if you ask someone, how are you? They will say, no, business has collapsed, this person is ill, I am not okay, somebody has died. All the things they are telling. So based on that idea, I wrote this poem, The Storm. The world was fine. Everyone swore they were okay. Moments before storm, suddenly tables turned and vulnerabilities exposed. Everyone laid their hands bare to be rescued, to seek care. Thank you. I'd like to tell something about Wissenmonk community. As Jyotish mentioned, that in last 1 year, I have written more poems than all the yesteryears combined. And I think that Wissenmonk has been a catalyst for this change. and also the blog where all these beautiful writers, they write so well that it's inspiring. Be it Amrita's 13 poems in one day, or be it Abhishek's shairis and counter shairis, they are all inspiring, and I also try to, no matter how busy I am in my work, I also try to contribute something. At least it should cross the 4 limit that Bhargav has said. For 4 per month you have to post. I try to cross it every month. So I like to recite some poem which is not a part of the book. It's called Late Dawn. Our tired carcass needed some touch. The lack of melody had erected walls of despair. Night after another, exhaustion and none. Not a single soul to connect. One fine day, we collided among thorns, and it was time for the unexpectedly late dawn. Last year, I had to travel a lot as a part of my job. I traveled from Alipurduar to Lamding to Jagi Road and then to Guwahati. And in these travels, I experienced a lot of things, especially different types of perspectives about human life. I remember one such perspective I got in Lamding, where I saw young students of class 10 were protesting. They were protesting very vocally, like some political protest, but it was not political. And they were angry, they were crying, they were complaining that their results were tampered with. And the results were based on internal marks. It was not based on any exam, because COVID was there. So they were saying that, they were alleging that good students were getting marks like 0, 5, 15 without any exam, and based on internal marks. How is it possible if someone has passed class 9, then the minimum marks should be 33%, right? So they were saying that if we have passed class 9, then how are they giving us marks based on internal marks and we are getting 0, 5, 15? So that hinted some kind of a scam. So I wrote a poem which is in Hindi. It's titled, कुछ लोग फेल है यहाँ, कहने को तो हर चीज है यहाँ, विद्यालय है, शिक्षक है, हर साल की तरह इस बार भी लाखों छात्र और उनके सपने, पढ़ाई भी है, थोड़ी कम थोड़ी ज्यादा, वर्चुअली ही सही, बस एक कमी थी तो वो थी परीक्षा, जिसके पीछे 1.5 बरस निकल गए। बिन परीक्षा के यहाँ अंक बांटे गए, बिन परीक्षा के यहाँ अंक बांटे गए, यहाँ अच्छे अंक भी तो आए हैं, पैसों का प्रकोप भी जारी है, पर फिर भी ना जाने क्यों कुछ लोग फेल है। कहने को तो सब कुछ है, विद्यालय है, शिक्षक है, छात्र है, उनके सपने हैं, शिखर पर बैठे सैकड़ों छात्रों और उनकी खुशियों का इंतजार, पर फिर भी ना जाने क्यों, जाने अनजाने में हम सब फेल हैं। Gradually, I feel that as we are getting hooked to devices and our Zoom calls, of course with the camera off, I have a feeling that we are losing out on the human interactions, with the human touch, the sounds, the presence of a person we are missing. Our texts are emotionless and our calls are static. Video calls don't carry the fragrance of a person. So because of this, I feel there is a lot of discord between, friends are getting distant apart. And I feel humanity is also depleting because of the lack of touch and the emotion. That's why in this poem, I wish telepathy was real. So I'll read the poem Telepathy. Bhargav told me I have to speak for 30 minutes. That's why I printed a long speech. So telepathy, here it goes. When words fall short, blanks remain unfilled, messages not sent, letters out of fashion, and a fading conversation, you wish telepathy was real. It's a common saying that tragedy gives birth to poetry. Just as in case of Shaheen we have seen,
Yeah.
the tragedy gave birth to poetry. I feel that tragedy may not be personal. It may be someone else's tragedy that triggers your own emotions and you write something. So one day I was traveling by the city bus through Ganesh Guri and I noticed a small eatery sandwiched between two buildings. Two big buildings. Sandwiched between them was a small eatery and poor people, mostly daily wage laborers, they were having their daily meal there. It was a giant meal, but I had a feeling that they won't get any food to eat for rest of the day. So I wrote this poem, The Eatery. It's a long poem, so kindly bear with me. An eatery. Nestled in the cacophony of the bustling central district is an eatery. Humble, simple, and complete. It has a mini kitchen, an outdoor standing area, a micro porch, and benches. Smallest of the note gets exchanged here. And in return, staple meal, smiles, opinions, judgments, slangs, and tears. Open for all, serves everyone. Eons have passed, and yet the bamboo-framed walls stand strong. Adjacent to it, giant blocks of concrete and dreams change every now and then. Even the leaking air conditioning puts a crack on those brick walls. Everything about the city is summarized in this eatery. The regional manager at the nearby big office ate here in his job hunting days. The late night guest, a rickshaw puller, gives torn 10-rupee notes. And the school kid has developed a taste for the deep fried snacks. Until one day, a small fire rekindled. And the narrow strip of land became part of the giant block of concrete and dreams of the adjacent arcade. Poverty is never ensured. Those who came today were left hungry. Nestled in the cacophony of the bustling central district was an eatery. Thank you. Once again, I'd like to thank Bhargav, Wissenmonk community, Sava sir for being here, Tina, I won't call you man, and I'm also seeing that Zeri Wahid ma'am has come here. Thank you for everyone. Shaheen also, thank you. I end my speech here.
Thank you, Snehal. So, officially, his anniversary edition has released. You can get it from Wissenmonk, as well as Amazon, or you can just DM on any of the Insta handle, any of the social media handles of Wissenmonk, and place your order. The same goes with the other books as well. First from Dust, like Atomic Age, you can get those books as well. So you see, Snehal, he has this touch of intellectuality in his poems. Although the poetry is about emotions and stuff, he also has this unique way of putting intellectuality in his poems. If you see, although he said that this poem Eatery, was an expression of his emotions, you see that so much thoughts of a thinker and an intellect person is into it. The same goes with his other poems as well. I have observed this thing personally, and I'm expressing here that he has this unique way of representing poetry in an intellectual way while maintaining the romanticity that poetry requires.